go GNCC racing here at Mason Dixon, and it's time to get rolling. Hard to tell on the start, but it is super off camber. Alright, so we're off to a solid jump here, and knowing that first corner was slick, slowed up a little bit before, and ended up pretty good. Second around the whole shot line, and then taking the lead right there. Jake overshot it just a little bit, so we were able to sneak to that inside, and we're going to try to run with it here. So this is my very first time leading XC3, and to be honest with you, I have no clue what I'm doing right now, because like I said, first time, so we're just playing it by ear. Gonna give it all we got. Conditions here today were absolutely amazing in the woods. Had a couple like slick spots, but I think it was just like the dirt that they have there in Pennsylvania and stuff, and then obviously those rocks that they have are pretty slick, and out in the fields were pretty dusty. But here I seen the track turning to the right going into scoring. I knew we weren't going through scoring, but for some reason I slowed down there and Jake got back around me, so into that second place spot, but definitely a little more comfortable following rather than leading, so honestly not a terrible thing. Worst part about it is I got passed in the field, so it's a little dusty right now. I should have waited to have him pass me in the woods, but that didn't happen. Up the first big hill climb we go. This place had a ton of elevation. It was awesome to just kind of see like the different stuff from race to race, and this place is probably the most elevation we've seen so far. I know yesterday pedaling the track is the most I've ever walked a bicycle. That second place spot and lost the lead here a little bit, but I can kind of still see him here and there and then hear him up ahead, so we're going to try to push, get back on him, but it's not too far gone yet. So we're still seeing his dust and getting little glimpses here and there, but man, we gotta get back up to him and find his lines and stuff and maybe capitalize on his mistakes. But right now, honestly, my mind is thinking about who's coming behind me. I'm starting to hear somebody, and that's the wrong thing to do. Don't think about who's behind you. You always want to work forward. shoulder there. I told you I'm worried about who's behind me. Work forward. His dust is right there, so he's not too far. Oh, come on, Noah. We're going to get squeezed off there by Ben, and he is ripping though, so hats off to him. And you know, it looks like he's got the speed here, so we're going to try to follow him and try to catch back up to that leader. Don't let him get away here. We gotta go. Go time. That was one thing I did notice, was with the slick soil and some of those slick rocks on the 125, it was easy to kind of light up the rear wheel and almost spin out. So had to be careful in some spots and just kind of have that in the back of your mind and be cautious of that, because if you weren't careful, you would end up on the ground pretty quick. Yeah, okay, come on. Noah, what are we doing? Don't really know if I can even explain what happened there, but going up the hill, front tire just kind of seemed to slide out a bit and pitch us to the right side, and the right side was going back down the hill, so that's not what we wanted to do, and ended up costing us a little bit of time, lost sight of the leaders, and now I'm all by myself here. I guess that bike only section treated us pretty well, because there we just got a glimpse of Ben after making that mistake. Maybe he made a mistake, maybe I had a good run through that bike only section, not really sure, but we made up a little bit of time, so that's a positive. So you know how I was talking about sliding out earlier? That right there, perfect example. Just that little mistake, and look, can't even see him anymore. So that's what I got to work on. Just like the first lap really is when I really tend to do it, make those small mistakes, and it ends up costing us. Right now we're still thinking about who's behind us, and at that point I was just kind of pumped up and not really feeling it anymore, so just kind of gave Jonathan there an easy pass, but I figured it'd be better to not worry about who's behind me and try to follow and keep up. So that's exactly what we're going to try to do here, and try not to worry about who's behind me. Said it a million times already in this video, but that was really our issue on this first lap here. There goes another one. So Chase got us here and falling back to, what is that, 5th place now? not ideal right now, but these first laps on these races, I know I've talked about my flow here this season, trying to get my flow on the first lap, and now talking about like worrying who's behind me. It's slowly starting to come together though. I'm getting more comfortable riding with these leaders and fast guys, so that's definitely a positive to take away, is keeping up with them longer than usual. So but after that first lap, usually I get comfortable, get in the groove, and get going again. It's really just the first lap. The good thing is though, we followed Chase there for a while, and then throughout the race got my flow, like I was saying, started feeling better and better, and was able to make a few passes, had some good battles. Jonathan ended up having bike issues, so once we got past him, we made it into fourth, and by the end of the race, man, it was a close one. I wish the GoPro would stay on for the full 3 hours, but after about 3 hours and 15 minutes or so of racing, I ended up 1 second off of third, and then 24 seconds off of second. So we ended up fourth, but it was an awesome day battling with everybody, and hats off to those guys. They were all ripping, and we'll try again here in a couple weeks at Snowshoe. So this one, it was bittersweet for sure, missing that podium by a second, but we'll take it. It's an improvement, and thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to check out yesterday's. We'll see you guys later.